Didium. Hello, welcome to another time lapse here on my channel. This time is some more Hololive fan art, because that's basically all I draw, hey? This time is Inugami Korone in her new, well, I guess it's not new at this point, her Alice in Wonderland outfit. So the idea for this one that I had was, when I think Alice in Wonderland, you can actually see me drawing a kind of a playing card right there, right? The idea I had was to have her as kind of the splash art on a playing card, because when I think Alice in Wonderland, I think mainly playing cards, but also like chess, checkers, you know, kind of like board games, that kind of thing, you know, and things like that. So that was the idea I had, was like, I'll have her as like the Queen of Hearts, I think is the card I went with. And so I wanted to think of a pose that was kind of a little imposing, you know, with her spiked bat. That's what she's got over her shoulder there. You can see me adjusting the pose here and there. I changed it up quite a lot. This one was tough. I couldn't think of the angle that I wanted to do, and kind of how I wanted to have her kind of stepping forward out of the card in a way. And so you could see that leg coming forward, right? I really liked that idea, and it took me a while to get it to a position that I liked. So yeah, this one was a lot of fun. I got held up in a few places. You'll watch me a little later on get stuck on the skirt a little bit, and watching this back, it will be fun for me too, because the day after, I went back and watched what I did, and I was like, why am I messing up on this skirt so much? So I went back and I watched it, and it was like immediately it just clicked in my head, like, oh, I should have just lifted that part up there, you know? So it's funny, sometimes you can kind of get augured down and stuck somewhere where if you just step away and come back to it the next day or something, or even like 10 minutes later, go, you know, walk around, go eat lunch or something and come back, and then it's like, you know, it's just like that. You just see it like, oh, that's why it's wrong, right? So I kind of wish I did that, but I didn't, you know. So there's going to be a part a little later on where I'm stuck with that skirt on the lower left there. That's aside from that though, I don't think I really got held up anywhere with this one. It was really fun. There's a little bit of an issue, I think, with the body in general. Like, I couldn't figure out how to get the lean forward well enough. I think I'm showing a little too much of kind of the torso. I feel like a lot of it would be hidden behind the knee if we're looking down like that. So you notice me adjusting it here and there. I couldn't get it right. You know, I kept adjusting it, and I eventually got it to a point where I was like, yeah, that's good enough, right? So yeah, I adjust the bat a lot too, hey? The angle of that. There's a lot of adjusting with this one. I'm getting more comfortable with that sort of thing, with you know, not committing to what I have. Like, if it's not right, especially in the first day, like the early sketch phases, if it's not the way I want it, why don't I just adjust it? You know, I'm more comfortable with that, definitely, than I was, like, you know, 6 months ago or something. I found it really kind of painful to kind of erase something that I had already drawn. I felt like it was a waste, or maybe you know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean. If you don't, then that's too bad, hey? Anyway, I don't think I really have anything else to say about this one. I also had a lot of fun doing the shadows, which will come a lot later, so I won't be talking about it, because I'll mute myself here really shortly, but that's probably the only other thing that I want to talk about is the shadows. I think they turned out pretty good. I'm trying a kind of a new method of doing my shadows, where I do them a little more detailed, I guess, than I have been before. It's hard to explain, but I'm kind of working on it, you know? Shadows are hard, but they're really fun, and I think this one turned out pretty good, so watch out for that too. And yeah, also I'm using this new brush, hey? So usually I use like a pencil or something, but I'm using this one it's a hard round brush, you could see. There's no room for sketching with it. Like, it doesn't give me anything that I don't put down. It's just so concrete, and so it's kind of difficult for doing stuff like this. I don't know if I want to use this brush for this kind of stuff that I'm doing right now. Maybe like one step above. I'm still kind of in the sketch phase and the adjusting phase, so I feel like it got a little messy using this brush. And so usually I do another pass before I hit the line art. But I wound up not doing that with this brush, with this one. And I think part of it is because I used this brush here. So everything kind of became a little more defined too quickly. when I didn't, usually I like to have things a little more laid out before I do something concrete like this. It's just an illusion with this brush, right? Because it has that sharp look to it. So I kind of confused myself a little here. But in the end, I found it kind of worked because it's kind of a rough pose, a rough kind of feel of a drawing. So I felt the line art being a little rough kind of worked for it. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this one. So anyway, I'll shut up now and you can watch the rest, with some smooth jazz. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one, Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Ooh. you.